He's kind of the best, and I'm very proud.
I agree, actually.
Yeah. He's pretty great.
He's pretty great.
My favourite things about working with Z, or watching you work on all the projects that you work on, is how fearless she is in character development, you know? Sometimes there are scripts that she reads where I would go, ooh, that's kind of scary, like I'm not sure I would take that on. And I just love that she just fearlessly, in a really bold way, dives right in.
I feel like I'm biased because I've been able to grow up with the person that I love and like get to know them like through being literally a teenager to now.
There is something especially interesting about Tom Holland and Zendaya's relationship because, beyond the cameras, premieres, and constant attention from fans, they have repeatedly described each other as people who genuinely make their lives better. Their story has never been only about romance. Over the years, their public comments have highlighted something deeper: friendship, trust, encouragement, and an unusual level of admiration for one another. Tom has spoken about Zendaya as one of the most important people in his life. In one emotional moment, he described her as the absolute North Star of his life and expressed just how much he loves and appreciates her. It was not simply a compliment about her appearance or career. Instead, it reflected the importance he places on her presence in his everyday life. Zendaya has expressed similar feelings about Tom. She has talked about how happy she is to see him succeeding and how proud she feels watching him work. Her comments often show that she does not only see him as her co-star or partner, she also sees him as someone whose talent and dedication genuinely impress her. That mutual admiration is one of the biggest themes surrounding their relationship. When Tom talks about Zendaya professionally, he often sounds like a fan himself. He has praised her fearlessness as an actress and explained that he is impressed by the way she approaches challenging characters. According to his comments, there are scripts that might make him hesitate, but Zendaya has a habit of diving into difficult material without fear. That quality seems to be one of the things he respects most about her. He has described watching her develop characters with confidence and commitment. For Tom, Zendaya's talent is not simply something he recognizes because they work together. He appears genuinely fascinated by the choices she makes as an actress. And Zendaya has returned that praise. She has spoken about being amazed by Tom's physical work and his dedication to his roles, especially when he performs demanding action sequences. Watching him perform Spider-Man material has apparently left her impressed more than once. Their admiration seems to work both ways. One particularly meaningful part of their story is the fact that they were able to grow together during important years of their lives. Tom has spoken about meeting Zendaya when they were both much younger and developing a relationship over time. That history matters. They did not meet after both had already established completely separate lives and careers. Instead, they experienced major professional milestones while knowing each other. They watched each other mature, take on bigger projects, deal with pressure, and navigate the unusual world of Hollywood. Tom has even expressed how different his life might have been if he had never met Zendaya. He has described her as his best friend and suggested that having her in his life helped him stay grounded. That statement says a lot because friendship is often the foundation that people overlook when talking about celebrity relationships. Fans may focus on red carpets, photographs, or romantic moments, but Tom's own descriptions frequently return to friendship. And that may be one of the strongest reasons their relationship has remained so interesting to audiences. There is also a playful side to their dynamic. They have joked with each other during interviews, teased one another, and created moments where their chemistry feels completely natural rather than rehearsed. Sometimes the funniest moments happen when one of them becomes embarrassed by the other's compliment. Tom, for example, has occasionally been challenged when talking about Zendaya's appearance. When he starts praising her, he can quickly find himself surrounded by teasing from interviewers or other people in the room. His reactions can become part of the entertainment. Zendaya has also shown that she is comfortable joking about Tom. Their conversations often have the relaxed quality of two people who know each other extremely well. That familiarity is important. They understand each other's personalities, habits, humor, and professional pressures. Zendaya has also talked about how Tom makes her feel supported. When she is preparing for an important moment, having someone she trusts can make a difference. She has described him as supportive and encouraging, and suggested that she feels more confident knowing he believes in her. That kind of support can be especially valuable in an industry where actors are constantly judged. Every appearance is photographed, every performance is reviewed, every interview can become a headline. Having someone who understands that pressure can provide a sense of stability. Tom has also praised Zendaya for the way she treats people on set. His admiration does not seem limited to her acting ability. He has highlighted her professionalism, positive energy, and the way she makes people around her feel comfortable. This is another important part of their relationship story. For Tom, Zendaya is not simply talented. He appears to admire the kind of person she is when the cameras are not necessarily focused on her. And Zendaya has said similar things about Tom. She has praised his personality and described him as charismatic, funny, and capable of making people feel comfortable. Their relationship appears to include plenty of laughter, which may be one reason their public interactions often feel so relaxed. There is also something else that separates their relationship from many celebrity romances: privacy. Tom has openly explained that his relationship is something he considers sacred. He has said that he tries to keep it as private as possible because both of them believe that protecting their personal life is healthier for them as a couple. That statement provides important context. They are not people who need to share every detail of their lives publicly. Instead, they have generally allowed fans to see small pieces of their relationship, while keeping the most personal parts away from the spotlight. That balance can be difficult for celebrities. Tom and Zendaya are both internationally recognizable. Their professional lives naturally place them in front of cameras, while their personal lives attract enormous curiosity. Yet they have repeatedly emphasized the importance of boundaries. And perhaps that is why even a simple comment from either of them can become such a major talking point. When Tom compliments Zendaya, fans listen. When Zendaya praises Tom, fans notice. When one of them makes a joke about the other, social media reacts. The reason is simple: people have watched their relationship develop for years. What began with two young actors working together eventually became a friendship that grew into a much more meaningful connection. Their journey has included major movie premieres, career milestones, interviews, and countless moments of mutual support. But underneath all of that is a recurring message from both stars. They like each other. They respect each other. They make each other laugh. And perhaps most importantly, they genuinely seem proud of one another. That is what makes their story so compelling. It is easy to focus on the glamorous side of celebrity relationships, but the comments Tom and Zendaya have made over the years repeatedly point towards something much simpler. They enjoy having each other in their lives. And that may be the most meaningful part of the entire story. As Tom Holland and Zendaya's careers continued to grow, their relationship also became something fans could observe through small but meaningful moments. They were not constantly making dramatic declarations. Instead, their affection appeared in interviews, compliments, jokes, supportive appearances, and the way they talked about one another when the other person was not even in the room. That is what makes their comments so interesting. Tom has repeatedly spoken about how much he values Zendaya's presence in his life. He has described her as his best friend and someone who understands the unusual circumstances they both experience as actors. That shared experience appears to be important. Being in a relationship with another actor means both people understand auditions, filming schedules, press tour, public criticism, and the pressure of constantly being watched. Tom has explained that being with someone who is in the same situation allows them to share experiences that other people might not completely understand. Zendaya knows what it feels like to walk onto a set and suddenly have millions of people waiting to judge the final performance. Tom knows that feeling too. So when one of them has an important project, the other can understand the pressure behind it. This is particularly obvious when they talk about each other's work. Tom does not simply say that Zendaya is talented. He talks about how fearless she is. He notices how she approaches characters. He admires her willingness to take risks. And Zendaya has shown the same appreciation for Tom. She has praised his dedication and the physical effort he puts into his roles. She has watched him perform difficult scenes and openly expressed how impressed she is by his ability. That professional respect gives their relationship another layer. They are not only supporting each other emotionally, they also seem to respect each other as artists. For two people working in the same industry, that can be incredibly valuable. One of the most touching themes in Tom's comments is gratitude. He has spoken about how meeting Zendaya changed his life and how important she became to him. He has even suggested that without her, he might have struggled much more while growing up in the public eye. That is a powerful statement. Tom entered the Spider-Man world as a young actor, and the role transformed his career almost overnight. Suddenly, he was one of the most recognizable young actors in the world. That kind of attention can be overwhelming. Having someone close to you who understands the experience can make the journey easier. Zendaya was experiencing her own rise at the same time. She was building a major career across television, film, fashion, and other creative projects. Instead of competing with each other, they have frequently appeared to celebrate each other's accomplishments. That is another reason fans find their relationship appealing. Their success does not seem to require one person to become smaller, so the other can shine. When Zendaya receives praise, Tom appears proud. When Tom takes on a challenging project, Zendaya appears supportive. And when they appear together, there is often a sense that they are comfortable sharing attention. That comfort can be seen in their interviews. Sometimes Tom becomes openly enthusiastic when discussing Zendaya. Sometimes Zendaya responds to a compliment with a laugh. Sometimes the two simply tease each other. These moments may seem small, but they reveal familiarity. They know each other's personalities well enough to joke without needing to explain everything. Another interesting part of their relationship is how often the conversation returns to privacy. Tom has made it clear that he does not want every part of his relationship to become public entertainment. He has described his relationship as something he keeps sacred. That choice is understandable when considering the level of attention surrounding them. A single photograph can generate thousands of comments. A simple sentence can become a headline. A ring, a red carpet appearance, or a playful interaction can produce days of speculation. Yet the couple has generally avoided turning their relationship into a public performance. Instead, fans usually receive glimpses. And those glimpses become meaningful precisely because they are not constant. When Tom says something affectionate, people pay attention. When Zendaya speaks proudly about him, people notice. When they support each other at professional events, cameras immediately capture the moment. Their relationship has therefore developed in a very public environment, while still maintaining a private center. That is not an easy balance. But their comments suggest that they have intentionally tried to create it. Another memorable element is the way Tom speaks about Zendaya's talent. He has called her one of the most talented people he has ever met, and emphasized how strongly she can affect a scene. He has also said that she can make everyone around her better. That is more than a romantic compliment. It is professional admiration. It suggests that he sees her as someone whose presence elevates the people around her. Zendaya has also shown admiration for Tom's work. She has spoken about his dedication and the way he approaches his roles. There is a genuine appreciation there. And perhaps that is why their story continues to attract so much attention. Fans are not only watching two famous people in a relationship. They are watching two people who appear to understand each other's ambitions. Both have demanding careers. Both have experienced enormous success at relatively young ages. Both have lived through intense public attention. And both appear to recognize the value of having someone beside them who understands that reality. There is also something beautifully ordinary about the way they describe one another. Behind the Hollywood premieres and global fame, their comments often come down to simple things. Being funny. Being supportive. Being someone who makes the other person feel comfortable. Being proud. Being a best friend. Being the person you want to call. Those ordinary qualities can sometimes say more than a dramatic declaration. Tom and Zendaya's story has evolved over many years, but one theme has remained remarkably consistent: admiration. He admires her. She admires him. He supports her career. She supports his. He talks about her talent. She talks about his dedication. And both have emphasized that their relationship matters enough to protect. That does not mean fans know everything about their private lives. They do not. And the couple has made it clear that they want it that way. What audiences can discuss are the moments they have chosen to share publicly. Those moments show two people who have developed an unusually strong connection while navigating extraordinary careers. From their early days working together to their later professional collaborations, they have continued to find ways to encourage each other. Their relationship may be surrounded by celebrity, but the qualities they repeatedly mention are remarkably relatable. Trust, friendship, humor, respect, support, and gratitude. Maybe that is why their story continues to resonate. Because underneath the fame, the movies, and the headlines, the most consistent message is not complicated. Tom Holland and Zendaya have repeatedly made it clear that they value having each other in their lives. And when two people can genuinely say that they are proud of one another, admire each other's work, make each other laugh, and consider each other best friends, that says a lot. Their journey continues both professionally and personally, with fans watching from the outside. But the most important details remain theirs to keep private. And perhaps that is exactly how they want it. For everyone else, the public moments provide enough to understand one simple part of their story. They are two talented people who have grown alongside each other, supported each other, and repeatedly spoken about one another with genuine affection and respect. And that, more than any rumor or headline, is what makes their relationship so interesting to follow.